If you have zero experience, zero knowledge, and no idea at all about being a virtual assistant, then this episode is for you. Before anything else, let me add up some personality in this episode. I felt like I've been a little boring the past three episodes. Well, of course, if you've seen my previous episodes, though. So, I'll make this a little lively as possible. Hey everyone, my name is Zaira, and you can call me Coach Z. I have been a virtual assistant since 2007 and currently serving business coaches, podcasters, and celebrities. In this episode, you will learn the step by step process of becoming a virtual assistant. You'll be surprised to know that it only takes 5 steps to be a VA. So stay with me until the end of this episode of Confessions of a Virtual Assistant. Is it possible to be a virtual assistant with no experience at all? I've got 2 words for you. For sure. To know everything about virtual assistants from zero to hero, hit that bell button below, subscribe, and like. Drop your questions after watching and I'll answer them one by one. I promise. So, the reason you're here is that you have zero knowledge about being a virtual assistant, and you are doubtful if this is for you because you have no experience whatsoever. Don't worry, I've been there. Way back in 2007, I was a fresh graduate and did not even know that online work exists. With that being said, I had literally no idea how I can land a project. But with my curiosity, I did my own research, made use of the basic skills I learned in college, and sold my services in less than a month. So, yes, no experience, no problem. Lucky for you, you no longer have to do your research as I will lay down all the cards today to share with you how to become a virtual assistant in 5 easy steps. But you need to take action. Even if you have all the knowledge, but if you're not taking a step forward, you won't get any results. So if you're so pumped up, let's dive in. Step number 1. Follow my 3x3 formula. Don't worry, you are not in a math class. To do this, list down your top 3 strongest skills. May it be accounting, writing, or customer service. Skills where you feel you are competent enough to share and you are so confident to sell. After you have your 3 strongest skills listed, jot down another 3 that you think you have good working knowledge, such as graphic design, web development, or bookkeeping. The reason for this is that you will now have a clear set of skills that you can sell once you are ready. You now have at least 6 skills that you can include in your portfolio. Or you can watch my episodes about types of virtual assistants and the different industries that hire VAs to choose your target market and learn about the required skills to get you started. Step number 2. Expand your skills. If you have run out of skills to showcase in step 1, ask yourself what else would you like to learn about or set of skills you would like to add in relation to step 1. Let's say one of your strongest skills is writing, and you would like to expand it by learning more about copywriting or blog writing. That's where you put more effort in learning and mastering. You may do a self-study by watching YouTube tutorials or enroll in affordable courses. It's up to you. What matters is that you are taking action. Step number 3. Set up your rate and packages. There are 3 ways you can charge your services. 1. An hourly rate regardless of type of work. This is where you give a flat hourly rate no matter how simple or complicated the tasks are. To give you an idea of how much to charge, here's a simple infographic for you. Two, work scope type of charging. This is when you prefer charging per skill or scope of work. For example, you charge $15 an hour for social media support alone, but you charge $25 an hour for both social media support and other admin tasks. 3. Retainers rate. When you say retainer, you will be paid monthly at a fixed rate regardless of the number of hours you spend. What's important is that you deliver results that your clients are expecting from you. For example, you charge $300 a month for customer support. Step number 4. We're getting there. Create your resume with your rates and packages. You don't need to have a website for this. You can create an online resume using two free tools, Canva and Google Drive, and I'll show you exactly how to do this. First, create a Canva account. You can choose to sign up using a Google account, your Facebook account, or an email. Let's sign up using a Google account for purposes of showing you the process. Once you're signed up, search for free resume templates and choose one that represents you the most. Edit according to your preferences. Save and download as a PDF file. Upload to Google Drive. Get the shareable link and you're done. You can now share the PDF link whenever you apply for jobs. How's that? Step number 5. Time to find clients. Woohoo! You can do this in 3 ways. First, through Facebook groups. There are a good number of Facebook groups specifically made to post opportunities for virtual assistants. Join a group and start bidding and sending proposals. Second, through Instagram or LinkedIn. This might take time, but you can create an Instagram or LinkedIn account purely for business, where you will showcase your qualities, skills, expertise, and even personality. Third, through online freelance platforms such as Upwork. This is where most virtual assistants start. Personally, I've been loyal to this platform ever since, and I have never had any issues when it comes to clients and payments. Although I have some projects outside of it, but it's where I got my long term clients. Now let's explore this platform and let me help you get started. First, create an account. Just go to the website and sign up. You have to provide your first name and last name and your email address. I suggest you create a separate email address for your Upwork account to get all notifications in a single email without intertwining with your personal emails. Then, get started. Complete your account details by creating a strong password and choose the option Work as a freelancer. Then add your username. Agree on the terms and conditions and click Next and verify your email address. Once verified, you should now be ready to create your profile. Second, add mission. Unlike before, getting inside Upwork nowadays is no longer that easy as competition is very high. For you to get more chances of getting admitted, be as honest as possible. Choose the service that you can best offer. May it be writing, admin support, or customer service. Choose your strongest skill as your main service. Remember step 1? Then, add other skills that you are confident to share. Then, choose your experience level. Please be very honest with this. Save and continue and fill in your profile. Next, choose a professional headshot photo for your portrait. Not the selfie thing or with friends with you. It's not Facebook. Pro tip: when creating your title, please be as specific as possible. Example, Creative Instagram Virtual Assistant or General Virtual Assistant Expert in Spreadsheets. After uploading photo and adding your title, it's time to sell yourself. Make use of the professional overview section to tell your potential clients what you can provide them. Your A-rated skills, your experience, everything you think you can best offer. But don't exaggerate or make stories. Be truthful. Click review application and start praying you'll get in. Once approved, start applying. Once everything is set, you may now start applying to jobs. You have 20 free connects to use to apply for jobs upon signing up. Connects cost 15 centavos each, and the average number of connects needed for each job post is 4 connects. So better choose jobs wisely. You may also want to try other platforms so that you're not limited to Upwork, such as onlinejobs.ph, Fiverr, Freelancer, Outsourcely, Guru, and a lot more. Just Google them. There you go. To give you a recap, step number 1, 3x3 formula. Know your 3 strongest skills plus 3 additional skills. Step number 2, expand your skills to fill up step 1. Step number 3, set your rates and packages. Step number 4, create your online resume. Step number 5, start applying to jobs. I hope you found value in this episode and it's worth your share, your like, and subscription. Have a great day. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Confessions of a Virtual Assistant. And if you are an aspiring or a newbie virtual assistant and still not sure which specific skill to hone or to develop first, then this episode is definitely for you. So please stick around until the end of this video. Let's get right to it. The number one skill that you can develop first is web or internet research. Most virtual assistants have web research skills, and most clients look or prefer virtual assistants with web research skills because at some point in your project, clients will definitely ask you to conduct research, whether simple or complicated. Always make sure that you get your information from credible or reliable sources. So make sure to check out the following. Okay, number one, the author or the writer. You can check out the writer or the author on other social media platforms just to see if they have social proof or they really know what they're talking about. Next is date. Of course, it's always best to gather information from most recently published articles or those recently updated information. Usually, when you go to a blog or an article, you will see that it's updated a few months ago or on a certain date. So, you can grab those things. Just a little pro tip. Please don't settle on the search results that you see on the first page of Google because to be honest with you, you will still get some credible and reliable sources on the next pages. Next is, of course, you have to be keyword specific with your research. What do I mean by this? Use long tail keywords when you do research, not just the general type of keywords, let's say gyms in USA. Make sure to be as specific as possible so that Google will narrow down the results for you and it will be easier for you to get the information that you really need. For example, gyms in Florida with pool. You will get the most relevant information. Next is, of course, you can also validate the information by also checking out other articles. Don't settle for one source. You can always check out other articles, websites, and blogs just to make sure that you're getting enough information that you can present to your clients. So, those are the things or some tips that I have for you. Next skill would be customer support or customer service. Any business needs a good customer service for client retention and for client loyalty. And so many clients are also looking for virtual assistant with customer service skills. As a virtual assistant, you will be assigned in handling emails, replying to DMs or comments, and sometimes to literally speak with a client. So customer service skill is something that you can start with. So these are the things that you should hone to strengthen your customer service skills. First is empathy. This is when you understand where the clients are coming from, you listen to them, and you truly give them the attention that they need to make them feel at ease and comfortable. Second is clear communication. This is very important to avoid misunderstandings. So you have to ensure that you provide all the necessary information and details that the customer should know. For example, you are working for a coach and she just recently launched an online course. So, being the VA of that client, you are responsible to provide all details and necessary information to the interested student or enrollee. Next would be attitude. It's so important to have a positive, enthusiastic attitude. This would promote a friendly environment, and the client will be encouraged to stay with you or stay with your client for a longer time. Last but definitely not the least is social media skills. We cannot discount the fact that most businesses are on social media. And so many VA clients are actually looking for people who have social media skills. Honestly, most of the projects that I see on Upwork and even on other freelance platforms are, the clients are looking for virtual assistants with social media skills because it's very important. It's Most of the time, it's where they get their sales. So it's a skill that you can develop if you are just starting out. You can start by focusing on one platform and make yourself really familiar about algorithm, content strategy, growth strategies, engagement, and other important things that you should know when you are handling or managing a social media account. That's why if you want to start with Instagram, I have my Instagram virtual assistant course wherein I just launched it, I think 2 weeks ago. And if you're interested, just reach out to me on Instagram at VA_Zyra. Only if you are interested to start on Instagram. Okay, so those are the 3 skills that you can start with if you are just a newbie or an aspiring virtual assistant. Let me give you a quick recap. First is web or internet research. Second, of course, is customer support. And third is social media skills. So let me know if you find this video helpful. If you have questions, please drop them below and I will be happy to address or respond to all of your comments. Anyway, I hope you loved this episode, and if you did, please give it a like and subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you and have a great day. Do you want to get your first Upwork virtual assistant client in less than 24 hours? Then you can't miss this episode. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Confessions of a Virtual Assistant. My name is Zyra and you may call me Coach Z. And I have been a virtual assistant since 2007, and I created this channel to help you start your virtual assistant journey. If you are new to this channel, check out my Virtual Assistant Basics playlist to help you understand what is a virtual assistant, what virtual assistants do, what industries and companies hire virtual assistants, and the 5-step process to help you become a virtual assistant. Given that there are around 5,000 virtual assistants on Upwork and around 2,000 jobs posted, you might be worried how to stand out. That's why you're here, because you want to learn more strategies on how to get an Upwork client. In this episode, I will share with you 3 tips on how to land your first virtual assistant Upwork client in less than 24 hours. So if you're ready, let's dive in. Tip number 1, create and build a good profile. Remember to keep in mind your avatar when creating your profile. If you have no idea what an avatar is, check out my previous episode. Be very specific with your title. For example, General Virtual Assistant, Expert in Spreadsheets, or Data Entry Virtual Assistant with bookkeeping skills. Make use of your overview to show your personal brand. Personal brand is a combination of your skills, experience, and personality. If you have no idea what a personal brand is, I will show you my Upwork profile to give you an idea what a personal brand is. Before sending proposal, check these 2 things first. Number 1, number of proposals. If it's between 5 to 10, then that's a go. That means you're one of the few firsts to submit proposal. Number 2, check time when job is posted. If it's a few minutes old, then that's a go. That's because the client will be available in the next 30 to 45 minutes to check all proposals coming in. Tip number 3, submit a cover letter that stands out. You have 3 options to do this. First, send an audio cover. Not all virtual assistants do this. If you submit an audio cover, then the client might be impressed. Second, send a video cover. This is something that not most virtual assistants do. If you submit a video cover, then the client will be surely impressed. 3. Create a custom-built cover letter. If you're not comfortable sending an audio cover or a video cover, then at least send a custom-built cover letter. If you have no idea what I mean by this, I will share with you in the next slide what is a custom-built cover letter. So those are the 3 tips I have for you for today. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. The 3 tips, just a recap. First, create a good profile. Second, check those 2 things first before sending proposals. Number of proposals and the time when job is posted. And third, submit a cover letter that stands out. Profile. 2. Number 2, check when job is posted. Check the time when job is posted. Remember, there's no such thing as one cover letter fits all. And I am back. My name is Zaira, or you may call me Coach Z, and this is Confessions of a Virtual Assistant. If you are looking for fresh ideas, winning tips and tricks on how to become a successful virtual assistant, then this channel is for you. This is not the typical virtual assistant training you'll ever see because I will share my own experiences, my own knowledge, and even my own battles. So, if you are feeling me, please hit that subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell. Plus, if it's not too much to ask, please like and share this with your friends. In my previous episodes, I shared with you how to create an amazing portfolio or profile, how to create a powerful resume, and how to set your rates as a virtual assistant. And this time, the real game begins. If you're ready, get that pen and paper and ready to jot down important tips. I'll say it again. There's no such thing as one cover letter fits all. The content of your cover letter highly depends on what the job is all about or what the project is all about. You can't say the same things to different opportunities or send a proposal that doesn't mean anything on the client's end. So let me share with you 3 ways to impress a client with your virtual assistant cover letter or an Upwork cover letter in general. First way is to make it short but sweet. If the job post is short and direct to the point, then might as well give a cover letter that is short and straightforward. That's simple. Make it brief but meaningful and piques curiosity. You might ask, what would make it meaningful? Find the main pain point of the client and address that with a solution. Then, end it with, I'm ready when you're ready, or anything similar to that. Let me give you an example. So you see, with just a few sentences, you were able to mention a main pain point, you were able to provide solution, and most importantly, you gave the client a reason to reach out to you because you said that you also have other things in mind to make this work or to make the project work. Next way is what I call the long and stuffed, meaning it's longer, like 2 paragraphs, but it makes sense. It's not all about fillers because every word makes sense. If the job post is long enough that the client is already sharing a lot about the company or the project details, then might as well send a longer cover letter to address as many needs as possible. So, shall we have another example? But this time, it's an actual cover letter that I submitted to an actual job post last year. So remember that the way to a client's heart is the value that you can bring to them. The third way to create a virtual assistant cover letter is in bullet form. Yes, this also works because many clients would prefer digesting the content of your proposal as easy as possible. Come on, there are hundreds of people sending proposals and they have no time to read long form type of cover letter. So let me give you an example of what I mean by this. The simpler, the more on point, the better. So there, try any of these tips and let me know which one worked for you best. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to subscribe and like and share it with your friends. So, that's another episode of Confessions of a Virtual Assistant. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you're seeing my video, well, I hope you'll enjoy your stay. In my previous episode, I have already shared with you different types of cover letters that you can send when applying to projects on Upwork. But I am still receiving messages both on Instagram and on Facebook asking me to give more Upwork tips or Upwork proposal tips. So in this episode, I will be sharing with you the most important factors that you need to consider before sending out proposal. So if this is something that you would like to learn more about, please stick around until the end of this video. First things first, choose your projects. Even if you have the skills and the experience, you have to ask yourself if it is within your interest and if it's something that you are very passionate about. Let's say, for example, you have helped a business coach increase her audience engagement rate, and you see this project requiring the same skills, but it's for a tech company. Now, the question is, are you interested working for a tech company? Is it something within your interest? Because if not, then don't bother sending a proposal. It's very important that you know who your ideal clients are. You know which ones you would like to work with and those that you are not interested working with. I see or I hear a lot of people telling that even if they have submitted a bunch of proposals, they don't get interviewed. Well, maybe that's because you may have the skills and experience, but they don't see that you have any interest in their industry. So the next time you send a proposal, choose your projects wisely. Once you are clear about your ideal clients and you have carefully chosen the projects that you would like to apply to, the next thing would be send a cover letter that is not too formal. Don't make it too boring to read. Add your personality because that's very important. That's what will make you stand out among the crowd. Your personality is your brand. So make it a little lively, enthusiastic, energetic, or anything that will, that will catch the attention of your client because that's you. That's you and you are unique. So you have to make sure that when you send a cover letter, it speaks a lot of you, and make it conversational, make it informal because it's not, it's not supposed to be the typical cover letter or the application letter that we're sending out when we apply for corporate jobs. To be honest with you, you have to add some personality. It's very important. So try this one out and let me know if this works. Last but not the least, include in your cover letter the results and the value you can bring in. Let's say you're already good in Instagram growth, but what else? What else can you bring in? Let's say you have noticed that the client doesn't have a business page on Facebook and you have a working knowledge that you can help them build a Facebook page and grow their audience, expand their market, and probably cash in more sales. So include that in your cover letter because the more value that you can bring in, the more the client will be interested in reaching out to you. So take note of that, okay? And if this works for you, please let me know. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you did, please give this a like and subscribe and share with your friends. It's another week, which means another episode of Confessions of a Virtual Assistant. If this is the first time you're seeing my video, well, hello there. It's nice to have you here. In this channel, you will find fresh ideas, winning tips and tricks on how to become a successful virtual assistant. By the way, my name is Zaira, or you may call me Coach Z, and I have been a freelancer and virtual assistant since 2007. And in this channel, I share with you my own knowledge, my own experiences, and even my own battles. So, if you want to become the competent virtual assistant that you are, please hit that subscribe button below, like, and share it with your friends. Before anything else, I'm excited to announce to you that I will be opening my first ever group coaching program, which I call Get Hired with Coach Z, very soon. And if you're interested, please see the link in the description to apply and be in the wait list. So you're here because you've already submitted proposals, you got noticed, and you got invited for an interview. Yay! So the question now is how to slay and get that job. In this episode, I'll share with you top 5 questions that I got from my previous virtual assistant interviews and how to answer them. Plus, tips on how to prepare on your first ever virtual assistant interview. Interview question number 1. Tell us more about yourself. Remember not to say what's already on your resume or portfolio because the reason they're asking you this is they want to know more about you and not hear you say what they've already read. Best answer would be tell them at least 2 personal things about you, such as having 2 beautiful kids and reading a book as your pastime. You may even tell them what types of book you read and why. And then tell another 2 to 3 things about what you have been doing the past several days or months related to your skills or personal development. For example, most of the day I watch YouTube tutorials to improve my skills and to add knowledge. I also prepare content for my social media accounts to help build my online presence. And every week I also listen to podcasts. These are the things that they know nothing about you, and they will appreciate it because you have loosened up a bit and made yourself more human by sharing these things. Interview question number 2. What made you apply for this project? I always hear this. Never tell that you applied for experience or just because you badly need a job. No, please, no. The best answer would be emphasize that you carefully choose which projects to apply to. And you applied for this certain project because it's more than just experience. For example, I don't usually apply to projects that don't fit my skills and personality. So the reason why I apply for this job is one, because I think I have the skills to make this project successful, and two, I want to work with a client who values teamwork and values individual contributions. Interview question number 3. What are your strengths and weaknesses? This is so overused, but that's because it makes sense. Never say your weaknesses in a literal way. Best answer would be share with them top 3 strengths and one thing you need to improve. For example, I am confidently beautiful. Of course, not that one. This one. Well, I must say I am good in product research. That's because I am able to find sellable products and reliable suppliers from Alibaba. I am also good in product descriptions. I can create descriptions that are SEO friendly and are easy and friendly enough for potential buyers to understand, emphasizing benefits more than features. E-commerce aside, I also love talking to people. That's why customer service is also a role that I enjoy most. Providing solutions and fixing errors is a fulfillment for me. But I also have one thing to improve, not really a weakness. I'd like to improve my graphic design skills because as of the moment, I am using Canva for graphic designs and I am very interested to learn more about how to use Photoshop and other advanced graphic design software. Interview question number 4. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Take note that clients ask you this to know if you're the long term type of person or not. Never say you're not sure. The best answer would be to share your aspirations and goals in life. Let's say, well, for one, I'm seeing myself working with you for the next 5 years if given a chance. Well, personally, I see myself financially stable in the next 5 years, giving and being able to provide the necessities of my family while having savings on the side. I will for sure be a virtual assistant for long term clients. Interview question number 5. Do you have questions for us? They ask this because they want to see how interested you are. Best answer would be, yes, I actually have some questions for you. May I know if there is a required hours for this project? Should this not be mentioned in the project? Or you may also ask, how long have you been in the industry? What were your struggles and what are your plans for your business? So now let's proceed with some of my tips on how to prepare for a virtual interview. First things first, do a background check. Check the company's background to have enough knowledge just in case they ask you. Second would be prepare questions about the company. Third, wear something semi-formal, not just a shirt. You may wear something with collar or what you usually wear when you go for an interview. For ladies and women, put some light makeup on. Fourth, be prepared 30 minutes before the interview because there are clients who are ready earlier than the scheduled time. So it's best to be prepared. Fifth, relax and be confident. Make sure your tummy is full so that you'll be mentally alert. Remember, our stomach is connected to our brain. So I guess that's it. I hope you learned something today, and if you did, please give this a like, Share your thoughts and share this with your friends. Till next episode. Hey everyone, my virtual assistant interview questions video got so much love from you, so I decided to share with you another set of VA interview questions. So if you're ready, let's dive in. You are here because you're getting a series of interview invites and you want to get prepared and you want to present yourself the best way possible. So today I will be sharing with you another set of virtual assistant interview questions. So let's dive in. Let's just assume that this is for a general virtual assistant interview. Okay? Interview question number 1. Why should we hire you? It's nice to tell them that you've got the skills, you've got the experience, but make it more impactful by sharing with them your attitude, your values, and the results that you can bring in. More like making them feel that when they hire you, their life is so much better. So here's an example answer for this question. More than the skills and the experience, you should hire me for 3 main reasons. Number 1, I put my 100% on every project that I work on. I make sure that the outputs that I provide are not half-baked. If possible, I can deliver on or before the deadline with the highest quality output. Second, I am proactive and I love sharing ideas to help the business grow. And third, I am result oriented and I will provide you with relevant research outputs that will help you with your decision making and will help you decide what's best for your business. I can also help you increase your customer base through my email and chat support. Always remember to tell your potential clients what they will get if they will hire you. Focus on the business results that you can provide. Interview question number 2. Why do you want to work with us? Clients ask you this so that they'll know if you did your homework. If you took the time to check their website, to know their mission, their goals, what they do, and their services, and everything else. Make sure that you check out their website or social media platforms to know them better. So here's a general sample answer for this question. I gave your website a glimpse before sending a proposal, and my heart skipped a beat when I found out that you are in the mindset coaching business. I would love to work with people or businesses that inspire, encourage, and uplift other people. Who doesn't want that, right? I love that your mission is to help startup entrepreneurs get the clarity that they need and the right mindset to help them grow their business and potentially succeed. And this is the exact business or organization that I want to be a part of. You can make this more detailed depending on the business nature of the client that you would like to work with. Interview question number 3. What do you expect from this job? So here's an actual answer that I provided when I received this interview question. I expect it to be enjoyable in a way that I will enhance my existing skills and at the same time learn new skills. But more than that, I'd be able to share my knowledge and my expertise in the company. But I'm not perfect, and so is anybody else. So I would expect the team members to be a little more patient with me and understanding, and at the same time providing me with constructive criticisms and encouragement. Being able to work with different teams, I have proven that the only way to get the cooperation and bring out the best out of each team member is for you to allow them to be proactive, allow them to make errors and learn from that errors and encourage them and train them and help them be the best that they can be. So that's exactly what I am expecting, just in case I'll get in. Interview question number 4. What would you do if you have a deadline but your computer crashed or you had a power outage? Clients ask this to know if you have backup plans and you are still able to deliver on time. So here's my answer to that question. As a VA, I need to be prepared all the time. So the best way to beat crashes is to have the documents and everything related to work stored in a cloud storage. This is why most of my tasks, most of my files are saved on Google Drive, so that when my laptop will be troublesome or there will be power outage or internet disconnection, my clients can still access the documents anytime without any hassle. Since my laptop battery can only last an hour, I can just drive myself to the nearest coffee shop nearby, which is like 20 minutes away from where I am. Interview question number 5. If I gave you a bunch of tasks and you realized you couldn't meet deadlines, what would you do? Clients ask you this to see if you have accountability and if you are honest. So if I were you, just share to them your own thoughts, what you would really do in that specific situation. And if possible, share an actual experience related to the question. So here's my sample answer for you. I will prioritize the tasks with the highest value or impact on your business, and then ask you for additional hours or days to finish the remaining tasks. Because honestly, there are times that we think that we can finish a task on a certain time frame, but due to unexpected challenges, there might be some delays. All right, that's it for today, and I hope you learned something from this episode and you can make use of these examples on your future interviews. And again, I sincerely wish you all the best on your upcoming interviews. If you like this episode, please give it a like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. Till next episode.
Bored in the motherfucking house, bored in the house, and I'm in the house, bored in the house, and I'm in the house, bored in the motherfucking house, bored in the motherfucking house, bored in the house, bored in the house, bored in the house, bored in the house, I can make that explosion.